Hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel Anime Deadspritz. Today we are going to talk about the top 5 smart and strong anime characters I ever seen. I am going to explain it in brief, so please be patient. First on the list will be Dr. Stone. Just when Taiju begins his confession, however, a blinding green light strikes the earth and petrifies mankind around the world, turning every single human into stone. Earth begins to change vastly. Foundations such as buildings, feed pets, or regulate the growth of nature could not be maintained. Thus, vegetation and nature take over what humanity has built and established. Many years pass until one day, Senku is miraculously able to break out of his stone prison. When Senku realizes what happened, 4,000 years have passed, an earth without humanity, in which animals have reigned dominant, and nature has reclaimed what humanity built. Senku and eventually Taiju have to find a way to return humanity to what they were before they were all stoned. They used Tsukasa to survive in this harsh condition. Initially, this small band of survivors was all set and on a great start to revive humanity. However, Tsukasa opposed the idea of having everyone being brought back to life. Senku wants to use his vast scientific knowledge to bring humanity back, while Tsukasa wants to build an empire of incredibly strong and powerful warriors that would rule the world. Second on the list will be Certain Scientific Accelerator. After protecting Last Order at the cost of much of his power, Accelerator now finds himself dragged into a new conflict in the form of a sinister organization called Disciplinary Action. Still at the hospital recovering from the wound he suffered, while protecting Last Order. That organization plots to use Last Order for a dangerous mission. Their goal is to create the first level 6 Esper in the world. In order to achieve it, they need the memories of the 10,000 deaths in the Last Order mind. Now that they have set their plan into motion and are in pursuit of the young girl, it's up to the world's most powerful Esper and his newfound companion, Esther Rosenthal, who is a necromancer, to protect Last Order and defend Academy City in the process from their sinister plans. Their organization plan is to use dead bodies of the Esper to create artificial robots with the respected power in the name of peace. But their main goal is to create a first level 6 Esper, which has the power that of equal to God. Since Accelerator is the most powerful level 5 Esper in the world, he doesn't need much help and very is arrogant. Third on the list will be Steins Gate. It is set in 2010 in Akihabara, Tokyo, and follows Rintaro Akabe, a self-proclaimed mad scientist who runs the Future Gadget Laboratory in an apartment together with his friends Mayuri Shiina and Iteru Daruhashida. While attending a conference about time travel, Akabe finds the dead body of Kurisu Makai's, an Arashans researcher. He sends a text message about it to Daru, and later discovers that Kurisu is alive and that the message arrived before he sent it. The laboratory members learn that the cell phone-operated microwave oven they are developing can send text messages back in time. They are joined by Kurisu and investigated, sending text messages, referred to as D-mails, to the past to change the present. Kurisu eventually creates a device that can send memories through the microwave oven, effectively allowing the user to time travel. CERN, organization secretly researching time travel, learns of the time machine and sends people to the laboratory to retrieve it, killing Mayuri in the process. Akabe goes back in time multiple times to prevent Mayuri's death, but fails each time. He learns that he needs to undo all the changes their D-mails have caused, and does so until he realizes that undoing the first D-mail would return him to the timeline where Kurisu was found dead. Fourth on the list will be Code Geass. Lelouch is an exiled Britannian prince, son of Emperor Charles and his royal consort Marianne. Lelouch has a sister, Nunley. Marianne was brutally murdered in the palace, and Nunley, who witnessed the murder of their mother, was so traumatized she lost both her sight and ability to walk. Lelouch is furious with his father, believing his father failed his mother and sister by turning a blind eye to their mother's death and failing to pursue their mother's killer. Lelouch and Nunley are sent as political pawns to Japan to lull the Japanese government into a false sense of security. After the siblings are sent to Japan, Japan is attacked and defeated by Britannia. Lelouch vows to his Japanese friend Suzaku Kurugi that he will one day obliterate Britannia as an act of vengeance against his father. 7 years later, Lelouch is now a popular yet withdrawn student at Ashford Academy. Lelich becomes involved in a terrorist attack and finds a mysterious girl called C2 who saves Lelich's life from the Britannian Royal Guard by making a contract with him and granting Lelich a power known as Gias. It allows him to command anyone to do whatever he wants, including bending their will to live, fight, or die on his behalf. This power can affect an individual just once and only through direct eye contact. Lelich decides to use his Gias to find his mother's murderers, destroy the Britannian Empire, and create a better world. Last on the list will be Classroom of the Elite. In the not-too-distant future, the Japanese government has established the Tokyo Metropolitan Advanced Nurturing School, dedicated to instruct and foster the generation of people that will support the country in the future. The students are given a high degree of freedom in order to closely mimic real life, including 1 million yen. But the students didn't think about it clearly, and most of them spend their money drastically. In order to receive more money, their class has to be placed on the top. Money distribution is decreased on rank-wise. The story follows the perspective of Kiyotaka Ayanakujai, a quiet and unassuming boy who is not good at making friends and would rather keep his distance. He is a student of D class, which is where the school dumps its inferior students. After meeting Suzun Horikita and Kikum Kishida, two other students in his class, Kiyotaka's situation begins to change. Kiyotaka is very smart and brilliant, but he doesn't care about it.